has an actress ever won an Oscar and followed it up with an animated feature?
I don't know. I know the actresses that had babies right after the Oscar. Even Maria
Yeah, a lot of
being
people
one
in the
them,
dresses.
yeah.
Actually, though, you were working on this long before Chicago,
yeah,
right?
I've been working on this. Is the longest role I've ever had. I've been working on this since my son was in my tummy. I was called upon to see if I wanted to do this animated film, and I was pregnant, and I went, oh my gosh, this is perfect. I can show my son what I actually do for a living.
But can you explain that? Because so many top big-name actors really die for the chance to get in and do the voiceovers in these movies. What is the appeal, other than it's a children's movie?
That was one of the things for me, because my husband's movies and my movies. I mean, I'm not going to be showing my children traffic anytime soon, So I wanted to show them something what we actually do, because it's hard. They don't understand. And also, I loved doing radio plays, and I used to dub films when I was doing theatre in Britain, foreign films. Put the English words into the mouth, which is really hard.
Right.
And I always loved that singular kind of performance. Like it's a much different technique than working, on
no facial expressions. It's all tone and
they animate to you, which I never knew. I always thought that you would go and sync your voice to the animation. So the process is much longer. So I've done this role in Spain, in New York, LA. They come to us.
Well, wait a second. When you say they animate to you, so 3 years ago, what did they actually have down on film for you to see? Nothing?
Nothing. I went into the studio, and the directors were amazing because they created this world for me. And I put my headsets on and just went for it. And then I'd go back a year later and maybe redo some stuff, or new scenes would be added, or a new direction for the scene would be added. It was a fascinating experience.
Well, I was watching the movie yesterday, and I was listening to some of the give and take between you and Brad Pitt's character in the movie, and it's rapid fire back and forth. Were you ever with Brad Pitt doing that?
So I saw Brad later after we both finished the movie, and I said, okay, I want to do a real movie, a real action movie with you now, because you've been saving me in this movie for the last 4 years. Now I want to do it in real life.
But it's amazing how the conversation, when you finally watch the movie, doesn't sound stilted or edited together at all. It sounds like you're almost talking on the same microphone.
That's how beautiful the process is, and how the animation is so great. And there's so many nuances that I see of myself, like animated, which is really bizarre. Like when I get stroppy, I put my hands on my hips, and I notice Marina does it a lot, because the character is very kind of robust.
Yeah, she's not the traditional princess, not with a little pretty dress and kind of, there to be seen. Tell me a little bit about her.
Well, that was what drew me to the character. She's feisty, she's with the relationship with Sinbad. She's anything you can do, I can do better, and it's a great banter. And she's strong, and she's funny, and she's multifaceted, the way that all young girls and women are.
Let's take a look at a clip of she stows away on Sinbad's ship as he's going to find the Book of Hope, and the ship gets damaged. She wants to fix it with tree sap. Let's start by taking a look at that.
I've seen the highborn boys your type hangs out with. I'm the only man you've ever met.
No.
Explain to me something, the relationship between Marina and Sinbad, because I have to tell our audience that she's actually engaged to someone else, and yet things heat up a little bit here.
I know.
Even for an animated movie.
I know. She's the person who's entertained Sinbad. No. She is due to marry Proteus, played by Joseph Fiennes, and always had a desire to sail the seven seas, and she wants to be, that she's adventurous, and she stows away on the ship because Sinbad is accused of stealing the Book of Peace, which creates calm and peace around the land of Syracuse. So he has to go off to save the Book of Peace, otherwise his best friend, Proteus, who is due to marry Marina, will die.
And there comes the love triangle right there.
There comes the saucy love triangle. That's fine, because it all ends well. They become friends, and
it really is a movie about friendship in the end,
it's about
keeping your
friendship
word and trust
and so I get to play that with Sinbad, also Proteus, who is really like a brother to her, and one of her best friends, and it's everyone ends up happy.
Super tape.
Well, my son would be able to see this. You know, I always.
Dylan's 3?
He's 3, yeah, and I always say, hey, parents have, at their discretion, but it always fascinates me how there's certain bits in the movie that are just really, like, fascinating, like things come up and it's just so magical, and my son is just unfazed sometimes, but some things that I find incredibly scary, like the monkeys in The Wizard of Oz.
Still to this
Little ruby slippers go shriveling back into the house.
freaks me out.
No. Doesn't faze him. He's like, bring on the monkeys. Get that wicked witch, Mommy. Play the wicked witch.
Great to see you.
Lovely to see you, man.
See you
And
soon.
good luck with your baby.
Thanks.